Okay, so I'm over here and my classic cars got emblems that are dolled out. Or my classic motorcycle. And they don't make them anymore. You can't even find aftermarket. So I'm over here doing what little I can. These ones are glued on like they took them off apart or something. But they're not original. So anyways, what little bit of original emblems I do got, I got a refurb. So they got this 5-pack of Sharpies or whatever, come with gold and white and all these other things. And their paint pens are oil based. I got them in the craft department or something, I think it was, at Walmart. And what I'm doing is they're really nice for detailing. You would not believe how nice they are for detailing, but I could take this little bit, just kind of cut in with it. I even cut in the little edges down here. And it's nice, but when you get into these deep areas, you gotta like press the tip a little bit so you get a good amount of paint in there. You want it flowing paint. So I'm gonna try to drip it in there. Might even be out on my paint pen right now. I'll show you on the red here in just a second. Okay, so after you drip it in, you get it flowing. I've been taking these little pointed tip Q-tips and just wiping off the excess paint on the raised part, because it makes it way easier and looks way cleaner when you go back to paint it. Even though there's a little black on there, you wiped it off and it's smooth. So I'm going to go in with my red. What I found out on these Goldwing emblems is black first, red, then gold. I think I went red, gold, and then tried to do black, and that was backwards. I had to go back with it. So black first was, oh man, look at that. Dripped everywhere. So what to do when this happens? God, something. There's a rag here somewhere. Oh, I know where it's at. I was trying to drip it in there a little bit. Definitely will wipe all of it back. And then you got a little bit of working time with this stuff, but not much. But I'm going to go in here with this tip point here and soak all this red back out. Look like the vampire bird was drinking a good cup of true blood. Alright. So we're all niced up there. Cool. So I'm going to go continue in with my red. You know, I have a little bit of an overflow. Let's just start back over again. I like to cap my pen when I'm spending some time on working on this thing. They got this song, it's called Golden Antlers by Glass Animals. And it's the song about the Goldwing. It's so cool, man. It's a vampire. So I'm gonna go in here. One second coat doesn't hurt. Make sure we get a good solid color in our emblem. But just kind of fill it in there a little bit. And then wipe the excess off of the raised part. And then it puts a real good color in there. Looked like I messed my eye up a little bit because I didn't wipe soft enough. So I'm gonna go with the second coat there. Uh-oh, I messed them up again. See if I can work it. Oh, there, I worked it. Now I'm gonna just edge it up with my point there. It's kind of like painting fingernails. Okay, we got wings here. You gotta watch it. You don't want to spill like I did. You can definitely overwork these paint pens. But when you work them the right way, a little emblem work like this, and don't go too far ahead of yourself, man, they work great. I'm doing this real large area, and I might have to rework it real quick with the few. But always start wiping excess off where you started. Uh-oh. That was a bad Q-tip. I have to go do second coat. That was kind of a large area to work there. As long as it's smoothed out. So, if you think it got a little not smooth enough, I think it's going to be alright, because when you go back over with the gold, as long as it's semi-smooth, it feathers out real nice with the gold paint pen. So I overworked it in this little one here. Okay. Uh-oh. These aren't the best Q-tips. I think they got premium ones. That's premium enough for me. So you see that right there? That was looking nice. Let's edge back in with this black here. Maybe I can show you about that drip I was talking about. See where he's eating his little bit of blood right there? Go dripping back in. Come on. This might have to be the secret vampire Goldwing. I ran out of black, I think. I did a lot of touching up around the project here. I bet it'll work in this spot. Oh yeah. Remember, don't work too much area. Try to go and wipe where you started. It dries quick, guys. This would be so nice when I go to trim it. Okay, so we got that black there. See here. I got 12% battery. I did one before, so I got a little bit of practice on this. You really want it to drip in there nice. And clean up all those detail parts first, like that lettering. That's going to be your huge, important part to keep smooth. But I also want that edge around that crest to be nice too. Okay, so that cleaned up real cool. I guess you guys want to see it, so I better do it real fast. Like, just finish it, man. Let's see this cool Goldwing, the vampire bird. The mystical creature from Golden Antlers by Glass Animals. It's been tough trying to find motorcycle music, and I'm finding the best motorcycle music by accident that I found is it's called Cane Sugar. CANSHUGA. Man, when you're going down the interstate listening to Cane Sugar and really feeling the motorcycle community, you know that that's what it was. It was real, true to life motorcycle music. We gotta get into now. It's like we've never been there, and then we gotta get there. Okay, so we smoothed out all of those edges. We filled in all that stuff with our color. Now we'll come back with our gold. And man, this is gonna be nice. I had trouble on getting that eye tightened up on the last one. And you almost got to texture the paint pen a little bit to flow it. You got to give it that look that it's professional quality. And if you mess up, you can go back and touch up. But you know the process. You got to add your base color, and then you come back with your accent on your raised part. Now sometimes your paint pen will dry out. You just got to give it some juice and get it wet again. Keeping that pen wet is good, and then not overflowing, because the pens will overflow. And this has worked so nice. Like, even like, I didn't think I was going to use a silver pen, but my bike is silver, so I can use as like little paint touch-ups to keep it from you gotta like stabilize it. Anytime paint's lifting or something, you can either abate the problem, where that's where you completely remove it and then build new, or you can stabilize it. And I love stabilizing things because you don't have to go through the trouble of building all brand new. So I like to put a little paint on those edges where you see something lifting. It really cleans it up. Okay, we're almost there, guys. You gotta watch it. You lean your hand on it. It's not cured yet, so it'll come right off. Wow, look at this. That nice or what? It's a restoration there. Looks like I might have to put some red in those feathers. Give you an idea. Well, it's drying that tip. Keep it wet so it'll be wet. Sometimes the color fasts inside to the marker. You just wipe it on your mask and it'll clean it right back up. You know what they told me when I went to motorcycle class? They said 300 people died locally last year riding motorcycles. You're the replacement. God damn. That sounds fine and dandy. I'd be careful. I had a neighbor, they're a motorcycle rider. They didn't start riding motorcycles till they're 85 years old. So, I mean, he could look like he's been riding his whole life. He just started, you know. I was like, oh, I'm getting that age. Let's see if we can redo this. Or see if we can, you know, hit our bucket list. But he did good. He never crashed. You want your, want to clean up that surface. Raised part makes it easy for add a little red. I don't like that. Everything's got to be feng shui. You mess it up, you gotta remeditate till it's feng shui. Well, I didn't mess up the feng shui, but it was pretty damn close. Oh. Oh, blam. That thing's brand freaking new. Shining. I'm going to do the rest of this Goldwing emblem, but it's pretty cool. Remember, he's got his little vampire blood under there. He's our vampire bird. Alright, later guys. Jonathan Roy here. Cruise America.